Hey, how's it going, guys? In today's video, we will be taking a look at a knife I've been looking forward to owning for a very long time. Funnily enough, this knife took a little longer than I expected to arrive, just about maybe a week and a half. And it was actually delivered to the hotel I'm staying in. and I'm out for work in San Diego. And I left for the weekend to go visit some family, see my girlfriend, and then we also ended up going to the California Custom Knife Show in San Diego. So this has been delivered for a few days now. I actually just got my hands on it, so I've been kind of itching to pop this open. The one funny thing though is I actually saw a souped up version at CCKS, and I knew I also had to buy that one as well. So I now own two of these knives, but I still thought it'd be kind of cool, and we could maybe do a quick unboxing, just kind of showing off this knife, because I do believe it deserves a lot of time and attention. So this knife company specifically is one I've been looking at, maybe collecting more of, just because they are really nice people. They make really good products, and yeah, I mean, you can't really ask for too much more than that. So let's pop this thing open. We will probably be using the other knife I bought at CCKS. This is the ProTech Knives Scapegoat. It's a collaboration between them and Chavez Knives. This knife right here is really, really nice. It's like a perfect everyday carry knife. It is an auto, but honestly, it isn't like super scary, which is nice. I don't think this would be a problem for most office carriers. It has this really nice mother of pearl button, which ProTech is known for. And it has like this really nice, just kind of comfortable design, right? It has this really nice blade shape, perfect for EDC, and it also has really cool steel. This is, right here, as you can see, this is Magnamax, which is kind of new to me. I don't really have any other knives in Magnamax, but yeah, happy to own it. So we will pop this knife open, or pop this box open. So let's get into that now. I'm telling you, the edge that they put on these knives at ProTech are pretty crazy. I think that's all we need. And here we go. So like I said, this is a knife I've been looking forward to owning for a long time, and now I own two. So, I'm not going to complain about that. So let's put this knife here. And I don't know if you guys can guess it. I don't know if you guys know of this logo, but if you don't, you will shortly. It's nice that they added two stickers, but let's get into this. So have you guys guessed it? How about now? How about now? It's kind of funny. They actually put a little piece of tape over the knife name. But if you haven't guessed already, this is the MachineWise Mojave. What's kind of cool about these knives are they actually come in these nice 3D printed cases. And there's a couple cool features about this, right? So you can't just pop this knife box open. You have to actually twist this little knob here. As you can see, it's gonna come out. It's actually a bit driver, which is pretty cool. It is 3D printed as well. So I'm sure it's durable. It's kind of nice that they included it. And something you guys are gonna see about MachineWise, they're very intentional. So they don't really do things just to do them. They do things because it actually makes sense. So that's pretty cool. So here it is. So let's pop this knife box open. There's gonna be a couple things that we get in this package. So here is the top. We're gonna get the little certificate. So you'll see this is number 999. I saw that, I knew I had to buy it. It's just kind of a cool number. And as you can see, it is S90V. The HRC is also listed too. And if you guys are kind of guessing already, this is a very specific number, 62.0 exactly. So what's kind of cool about MachineWise is every time they make a knife, they actually test for HRC. So every knife you get, this number is going to be a little different. You might get a couple that are going to be the same, but it's truly the exact HRC, which is pretty cool. So one other thing that's pretty cool is right down here, you actually have the birth date and time. So like I said, they're very detail oriented. They want to make sure everything's perfect. So I do appreciate that from a knife company. So As you can see here, the blade finish is stone washed. The handle texture is grenade, so it's gonna be kind of like a frag texture. And then the hardware is gonna be satin. The body's gonna be stone washed, and then the spacer is gonna be blasted, and so is the clip. So pretty cool. I like that. This is actually metal. It's kind of a thin, is it metal? I think it is metal. It's pretty thin, but pretty nice. It's also gonna come with some nice oil or some lube, so you can use to lubricate your knife and protect it from rust. So one other really cool thing is this little stand here. So not only is your knife shipped in it, you can store it too, which is kind of cool. So you can see, like I said, this is all 3D textured and 3D printed. So pretty cool. This little orange piece fits the knife exactly. So you can kind of just put it in here, clips in, and it's kind of like a nice little display, which is pretty cool. But let's get into the knife. Like I said, this knife is something I've been looking forward to owning for a long time. As you can see, that beautiful, beautiful texturing on these scales on both sides. And yeah, let's pop this thing open. This thing is incredible. I mean, just look at that blade, right? As you can see, the fuller here there's some texturing going on in the fuller. You can see that on both sides, actually. It might be a little hard to see on camera, but it is there. And yeah, this thing is just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look at this thing. It is a pretty large knife. So comparing this to the scapegoat, I mean, you can kind of see, right? The difference is pretty insane. But yeah, it is just a beautiful looking knife. That action is insane. The texturing is really, really nice as well. And yeah, it actually has a lockbar insert. And then it also has a stop bar too. You can kind of see it back there. So that will prevent you from traveling too far to the left. And both that and the lockbar insert are gonna prolong the life of the blade and knife itself. Here's a closer look at that textured titanium scale. This knife is just beautiful. Like, I don't know if I can reiterate that enough. It's just one of those knives that has just insane amounts of detail. And yeah, I'm super, super thrilled to have this in my collection. But here is the little lanyard loop. So that's pretty nice. And then what's also kind of cool is you can see that clip. It's also milled out too. So it's kind of more of like a diagonal mill pattern, which is kind of cool. And I am super thrilled with this knife. As you can see, it is drop shut. No problem. You can middle finger flick it, use the flipper, and yeah, it's insane. But yeah, like I said, I am super thrilled to own this. So we'll do a couple comparisons pretty soon, kind of showing the blade length. So we'll get into that now. So I actually brought a little case with me. This is a pouch I got from Knife Joy. I want to say my girlfriend, yeah, she actually bought this for me during our last Blade Show West in Utah. And yeah, this thing's come in handy. So we have a couple knives here. As you can see, there's a few knives that we can kind of compare, right? So we'll start off with maybe the easiest thing to reach. This is the small Sebenza 31. If you guys know this channel and know me, I love this knife very much. It's definitely one of those knives that it truly is timeless, right? So move it out of the way. Let's get into a couple other comparisons. So here it is up against its big brother. This is the Sebenza 31. It is a large version that comes from Blade HQ, designed by Blade HQ. Really nice carbon fiber inlays. And then we also have the Grant & Given Hawk Talon. This knife is another Grail knife. So this year's been really nice. It's been full of Grail knife purchases, and I'm super happy. I'm not going to complain about that. Here it is against the CRKT and Hogue Redemption. This knife is huge. It's super, super big, but we'll kind of compare it to that because it is fairly similar. So this knife is obviously going to be a little bit bigger, but this knife, the usability of this knife is going to be a little different, right? This is more, I'd say more good for pierce cuts, This is gonna be more, maybe used for more utilitarian cuts. But like I said, those are just a couple different comparisons. Let me know what you guys think of this knife. It's, like I said, it's definitely gonna be one of the Grail knives that I hold on to for a very, very long time. And you know what? Might as well, since we're here, give me one moment. Yeah, I feel like I have to kind of clear off the table a little bit just to kind of show off these knives. I love this knife, by the way. It is super nice. It's probably one of my favorite iterations of the Sebenza. Here is the normal version of this knife. And here is the non-so-normal version of this knife. This right here is also a Mojave. Can you guys tell the difference? What's different about this? Not only is the texturing a little different, it's also DLC coded too. So I actually just uploaded a YouTube short, kind of showing this knife off a little bit, going into some of the details, but nothing too crazy. I'm gonna do a more thorough review of this knife, or I guess both of these knives ultimately, but like I said, I own 2 of these knives now. So, like I said, I'm not gonna complain about that. It's definitely, this hobby's super freaking expensive. So if you guys are starting off, maybe think differently, because like I said, this knife hobby of ours is just insane. So, but yeah, I wouldn't change it for the world. I love this knife. I love this community. Community people are really nice. And yeah, I'm just like, I cannot believe I own 2 of these now. So let me know what you guys think down below. Oh, and by the way, just kind of going off of first impressions, this knife feels a little lighter on detent, still super snappy. This knife right here is super, super strong detent, right? The detent on this is super strong. This is also super strong, but not ridiculously strong, right? So you can have this nice positive deployment, no problem. I can't imagine this thing failing on a deploy, but yeah, definitely something to kind of consider. I don't know if it's just because maybe the blade finish, I'm not too sure. But yeah, super snappy, and so is this. So let me know what you guys think down below. I can get into more thorough specs and kind of just show this knife off a little bit more. But let me know if you guys would be interested in that. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.